Peace. What's good with you, man? You all right?
Yeah.
I'm live right now.
Under the veil is tales, lies, and secrets. Into the heart, impels, dies, just seeking. But what you thinking is veil, blind, and bleak.
What's good, everybody?
Your mind and your soul needs to be deep.
You still don't know. We're going to do a proper introduction, but just in case y'all don't know.
There's an ocean of wisdom you need to paddle on. Take a dive in. Many jewels there. You won't be interested.
We're live at the Healthful Essence Cafe. Live. That's right. We're going to have a couple of people sitting right here so we can have a conversation. It's the weekend review, so live from Healthful Essence Cafe in Atlanta, Georgia. Anywhere in the neighborhood, come on through. Healthful Essence Cafe in Atlanta, Georgia.
Peel away the clothes, scrape away the scales, and see the truth of what lies behind all the fallen things. Who you trying to be? Cause the yachtman is blanketed like a canopy. Antithetical, saying that you real when your identity lies in all that you don't reveal. Third eye blind, eyes to contact, so you can open the lotus up like a compact. Become an offering, something more to give than the physical body that can't forever live. Rooted in passion, before the right cause, spiritual wisdom and knowledge that make you half-heart. Let it trail you, better walk the side. Truth of awakening right before your eyes. The real magic. If you don't miss all this glory, it would be tragic.
We're the Healthful Essence Cafe. It's ran into the river I need. I'm not sure if y'all know this. You might want to stand in the Alright, so we're going live today at the Healthful Essence Cafe. Keep in mind, next Monday, starting Monday, we're going over the Acapella Revolution. Acapella Revolution on Monday. Make sure y'all get it. Acapella Revolution, alright? Need to know, thank you very much. 16 is not going to be here. Alright, I'm going to make that announcement. We're live at the Healthful Essence Cafe. Alright, y'all in Atlanta, Georgia. Come on. Alright, peace. This is Professor Griff of Sirius Mindz. Of course, you all already know Professor Griff, Public Enemy, Minister of Information, All right, and this is the weekend review, but we're coming from the Healthful Essence Cafe in Atlanta, and we're broadcasting live from the Healthful Essence Cafe in Atlanta. So if you're in the Atlanta area, come on through. So greetings, hotep, peace, assalamu alaikum, good evening, shalom, whatever greeting you go by. All right, all right. I want to thank everyone. Just to let y'all know, I want to send my condolences out to the family of 16. She's not going to be on today. They had a death in the family. All right, so we're going to send our condolences and positive energy out to her family. All right. All right, I don't know what these emojis look like, but if y'all got hearts, can y'all just put up hearts for 16? Everybody on Facebook Live, YouTube, and IG, can we put up some hearts for 16? She had a death in the family, so she's not going to be on, all right? All right? Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Everybody on IG, on the gram, thank y'all very much. Everybody on the book, thank y'all. Everybody here on Sirius Mindz, right here on YouTube, thank y'all very much. 16 are going to join us probably on Monday. All right, but I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, as y'all do each and every night when y'all get the notification. All right. I want to thank all the supporters of this particular platform. All right. We're doing just like a... we're doing and we do every weekend, just got a weekly update, trying to figure out what's going on around the world. All right, but this platform right on across the board is supported by the people. All right, so power to the people. Thanks everyone for every food stamp, every Captain Crunch coupon, every dime, dollar, nickel, penny, advice, criticism, whatever. Really appreciate that. That can only make us stronger, make us better. All right. If you would like to donate or contribute to Sirius Mindz platform, you can cash at me directly. It's $ Professor 16. What's going on? So 16 is on. All right, we just had everybody sending you hearts and all right. All right, so 16 is on. All right, we send the condolences out to you and your family. All right, we send some positive energy your way, sis. All right. If anyone would like to donate, of course, $ Professor Griff on the Cash App. And of course, you can hit PayPal at www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. That's Professor Griff Corp. If you just want to donate because you want to support, but listen, when you cash at me, make sure you give me your email address so I can send you the information from tonight's show. All right? If you want to donate, go to www.professorgriff.me. All right, hit the donate button and let's make it happen. This platform, of course, as y'all already know, all right? As y'all already know, we're raising the vibrational pitch of our people into the thinking of the creator and the co-creator. All right, as y'all know, the woman is the second self of God. So we're standing on the shoulders of the ancestors and we're kneeling at the feet of the elders. Standing on the shoulders of the ancestors and we're kneeling at the feet of the elders. We need everyone on IG and Facebook. Make your way over to YouTube in case we get cut off. All right, it's www.youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz. All right. We're doing a weekend review and we are live from the Healthful Essence Cafe in Atlanta. All right. All right. I think the place closes in an hour and a lot. Yo, I went by the Slutty Vegan today. There's like 200 damn people in the line, man. Matter of fact, I filmed it. I'm like, damn, what's happening? Next Monday, this coming Monday, we're going to be talking about the acapella revolution. Anyone in the music industry or trying to get in the music industry or trying to stay in the music industry, or you in the industry and you got jerked and you kind of want to talk about some of these situations, not individuals. We're talking about the music industry as a whole from the perspective of the acapella revolution. Because the revolution is complete constructive conscious cosmic change. And we're going to bring about the revolution in acapella. We're going to talk about this on Monday. I'm trying to find the PDF to it. Anyway, so we're going to have a special guest tonight, Mr. Michael Muhammad, coming all the way from South Carolina or North Carolina. Dang. All right, so by the time he leaves here, I got to take that God degree off his chain. You know what I'm saying? That piece is kind of chumpy, as we used to say. we're gonna welcome our guest in. We're gonna be discussing the various number of things. Wherever the conversation go. But we're gonna talk about the week review. We're gonna start out with some things, and wherever it goes, it goes. So I want y'all to give a round of applause to my guest, first guest tonight, Mr. Michael Muhammad. What's good, bro?
Peace.
Let me see. I gotta see what enough. I gotta make sure I can get you in the. Gotta make sure we get you in the shot. All right. Yep, you might need to come a little bit closer. All right, you definitely in the shot on Facebook Live, Instagram, and now you're in the shot on. So Michael Muhammad, that's my moderator, 16.
Page 16.
And she does a wonderful job. She helps with the research, all kind of stuff. She just makes it happen. All right. Hold on. Let me turn this music down. Of course, you can hear blenders blending and people over there talking. We are coming live from the Healthful Essence Cafe. I was all geared and pumped up, took my vitamins. I'm like 16, not gonna be here, so I gotta be on my I gotta set in motion my A game. 16 showed up. I can kind of like, okay, I can flex a little bit. All right, but just in case the people don't know you, introduce your man. You brought some company with you.
Yo, I got the God Hakim.
Hakim, peace. What's good, Hakim?
Wilmington, North Carolina.
Wilmington, North Carolina. Okay, and then we got my man Shane over here in the building. The second self of Tupac.
Come with me.
Right. Hail Mary. But anyway, we're going to be talking about a few things. So, give the people a quick, short, brief bio, who you are, some of your work, what you've been doing, what you're about to do, what you got going on right now, and then we're going to dive into this conversation. Hold on. Shout out to my beautiful wife, Soleil, wherever you are. Can you please give me a high sign, wave, something? All right. Anyway, love you, Queen. All right, talk to me, man.
Yo, peace. This is Michael Muhammad, a.k.a. Mike God. Remember we first met up at June, you said, damn, Mike God.
Right.
Mr. Ripper nigga. Yo, I'm just a kid from Matson, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Small town. I came into a knowledge of self in 1985, working at 4th level, work prison.
Wow.
God that was on lock started giving me the lessons in pieces until I accumulated and broke it all down and got my 120.
I think we talked about that because I was at 4th level of prison also.
Right, indeed.
Yeah, I was at the prison.
So you know what it was
Wait. I was on this side of the prison, right, not the other side.
We were correction officers.
Right, exactly.
But an inmate actually was giving me the lessons in bits and pieces until I got the 120 down. And then in 1990, I came into the ranks of the Nation of Islam, joining the Almighty FOY, Denver, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
So then I moved back to North Carolina, just hit the streets, you know, putting out the teachings. You know, I'm a Public Enemy fan, but not just a Public Enemy fan. I became a Professor Griff fan. I was just telling Brother Hakim, we were playing the Last Asiatic Disciple album today. And I said, man, I was so mad I wasn't the Last Asiatic Disciple. I really wanted to be down.
I had the S1W, I had the Asiatic Ghetto Soldiers, and I had the Last Asiatic Disciple.
Indeed. And so I'm an MC, you know what I'm saying? Mike God, Master, I see God, Cypher Divine. You know what I'm saying? I represent the Nation of Islam and the 5% Nation of Islam. I got dual citizenship. You know what I'm saying? We add on, we build, and destroy.
All right.
And so I've been in the streets with the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad under Minister Farrakhan and doing work in the community in North Carolina and South Carolina.
Right.
You know, I do blog talk radio shows, North Star Talk with my co-host Charlie B. Moore and the therapist Portia Williams. We in the building, you know what I'm saying? And other than that, just still trying to put in that work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to try to do the blog talk thing. It didn't work for me. I tried different platforms. I tried going to terrestrial radio. It didn't work. I tried Empowerment Radio Network. It didn't work. They were beeping out jargon and stuff I was saying. So I said, I can't do this. And then I had a partner one time went left. I just said to myself, I might as well do this dolo.
No doubt.
You understand what I'm saying? So, because I can move when I want to move. You understand what I'm saying? And this works. And then recently, as everyone on my platform will tell you, we changed the frequency of the platform recently. And we do something very different here, man. What we tried to do, basically, we approach this thing from a solution think base. And as you can see right here, we raise the vibrational pitch of our people into the thinking of God, into the thinking of the creator and the co-creator. We stand on the shoulders of the ancestors and kneel at the feet of the elders. If we're not adding on and we're not building, all right, it has no place on this platform. You understand what I'm saying? Even when people come on here, Alex Little, peace, what's good? Thank you very much, Alex. Even when people come on here and make blanket statements, we ask them to qualify that. And then after we ask them to qualify it, we ask them to quantify it. You understand what I'm saying? Who else in your circle knows and understands that? You understand what I'm saying? Who's your elder? Whose feet have you sat at? What books have you studied? What circles do you operate in? What study group do you belong to? You understand what I'm saying? So we have to quantify, and then we have to qualify. We have to qualify first, and then we don't have to quantify all the time because it don't take a lot of people. You understand what I'm saying? But from time to time, I do want to get into what's going on right now in the news and how does it affect black people through the lens of Michael Muhammad, through the lens of the 5% nation of gods and earths, through the lens of the nation of Islam, through that lens, so people can get a different perspective to broaden their perspective. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for example, we're just gonna chop it up. Right now, what's the thing in the news that's standing out to you, that's jumping out?
The R. Kelly.
The R. Kelly situation. Why is the R. Kelly situation the thing that's jumping out at you?
Because
hold on, my man Johnny Taylor. That brother's always a soldier, man. He's always on point. Johnny Taylor he took to a few of my classes. He's in that inner circle, man. That brother's always on point. Way in oh man, Killeen. Right, Fort Hood, Killeen, Texas. Right. Yeah. But why the R. Kelly thing?
Because it became, or it is, one of the biggest distractions to our people.
Okay, so now when people come on and they talk about distractions, 16 will tell you. And the people that come on here every day with me will tell you. When people say that to me and they put that on the screen, distraction, right? You said distraction. Distracted from what? What else is going on that they're distracting us from?
Well, there's a lot of people that tune in to check you out, Griff.
Right.
There's a lot of people that I call it in the unconscious conscious community, and everybody are doing the work. But then when the media bring out something like R. Kelly, the attention span goes from what's real important to that which has no real substance to it.
Right. And
it becomes the order of the day. So throughout the social media, Maniac European Devils in Action, people start talking about that, sharing the memes, whatever the hell they call it, memes. They sharing that instead of, even you have those who say they're conscious, they start focusing on R. Kelly and not on the substance that's really important to our people and uplifting our people.
Right.
And so their mindset or their attention moves from that which benefits us to that which is only dealing with somebody's personal life and their personal reality.
Right.
So we get so involved in somebody else's personal problems, the hell, we get sucked up into that energy.
What can parents, what can young women, what can young men that's watching this R. Kelly thing unfold, what can they extract and learn from it though?
You know, it's
peace, Aisha Ra, peace and love. What's good?
Peace.
All right.
You know, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us to respect and protect the black woman.
Right.
And if we study R. Kelly, we know that his lifestyle, his lyrics, everything was disrespect or to deal with the lower self of the black woman, dealing with sex.
Right.
And so when we study where he started and where he ended up, then we know that the ends doesn't benefit us.
Right.
It isn't benefiting him. And so he might have started off and everything was good, you know, I don't see nothing wrong with the bump and grind and all that. But now he see what's wrong with the bump and grind. You know, so we can study there and say, hey, if we start off doing this here, we think this way, and we think this is going to benefit us. When we deal with our women like this here on our lower desire, we treat them like beasts, and we just treat them from the 666 sex, then the outcome is going to be where R. Kelly's at right now.
Right. So gas_station ATL said, Professor Griff, how come the NOI didn't put pressure on R. Kelly anyways? We should correct our own. Well, you're incorrect because the NOI, you talk about NOI as a whole putting pressure on it. I don't know which lens you're viewing it through. I personally know brothers in the Nation of Islam that put pressure on that situation. So we can't just readily. I really appreciate gas station on ATL. I really appreciate the question, but I think you're looking at it from an outsider's view, waiting for the Nation of Islam to come out and categorically and holistically condemn him in front of the world. A lot of times when my children used to act up, I ain't put it on them in the store. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't broadcast it. I pulled them in so I don't break them. You understand what I'm saying? That's just parenting skills. And there's a difference between raising and rearing children. You understand what I'm saying? I was never one of those children, parents that I lost it in the store and put my hands on my child. Especially my sons. I pulled them into a quiet place, bathroom or whatever. I'm like, look, get it together, yada, 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 whoopie whoop. So I don't think the Nation of Islam, NOI, went on and had a press conference to condemn or check or whatever R. Kelly. But just to answer your question, gas station ATL. Yes, sir.
Gas station ATL, just think. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said he spoke with R. Kelly behind closed doors.
Right.
Now, what he spoke to him about, that's nobody's business but theirs. Because where the NOI is, and especially the minister, whatever he say out front, the devil would take it and twist it and have everybody looking at the nation in a certain light, because they going to twist the minister words. If somebody from the NOI do come out and speak publicly, what are they going to do? They're going to start pitching R. Kelly fans against the NOI. This is what happened when the president, Kennedy, was assassinated, and the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said nobody speak against it. Why? Because he knew there was people that loved Kennedy, and if he spoke out against him, this will have the people looking at the nation in a certain light, and that's what took place with Malcolm. So they'll have a way to pitch us against each other and have us fighting with each other if the NOI or Minister Farrakhan come out publicly and speak on what he said to R. Kelly.
This is one of my good friends right here, Shane. And there's some, and in his growth, how old are you, Shane? 26? 27. Yeah, he's my daughter's age. So sometimes he has a bump in the road and I need to pull his coat or something, I don't check him in a disrespectful way. You don't do that, because sometimes we break men like that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And we don't want to do so. A lot of times, it doesn't need to be put on Front Street so everybody can hear and witness it. Sometimes we need to pull people in and have that conversation with people so we can continue to help them grow. So
we got to have those table discussions. We got to come in our own homes and sit down and discuss it among each other.
Hold on. I wasn't meaning in public. I didn't know the minister spoke with them. Thank you. Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
Okay, you're welcome. Really appreciate that. But you see that gas station ATL, that's maturity.
Yeah, indeed.
You understand? And that shows maturity, especially on this platform. We kind of handle one another in a different way. Polite, respectful. We ask questions. There's no need to yell, curse, berate one another, and disrespect one another. R. Kelly needs to be taken to the sea and cleansed of his sexual demons. Nikki Love, you are absolutely correct.
Right.
Anyway, what was you saying? I'm sorry if I cut you off.
Well, we have to start having those talks in our home with our children and among each other.
Right.
There's no communication anymore. We're not coming together and talk about these situations and circumstances. If the people in the industry that knows him personally doesn't sit down and hold those conversations with him and the people around him, then there would never be no change.
Right.
A lot of our young people only getting what the media show, and they halfway showing the facts. They only showing what they want to feed the people. And so now if we take it off the media and we sit down and we start discussing it and doing our own research and investigation, then we might see something into it a whole lot deeper than what we're getting off the media.
Right. So Do you think we need to put in place a method, a procedure, and how we deal with our own and begin to institute that and put that in place so that we can adopt that and everyone can like, for example, you know, I had a disagreement with a few people the other day. You know, I don't shortchanging me for money and all this other kind of stuff. I don't go back to the place and cursing and yelling and like, I asked to speak to the guy that served me, showed him the receipt, asked to speak to the manager, pulled him aside. You understand what I'm saying? It's an honest mistake. And yeah, they refunded me some money. So I was good. You understand what I'm saying? When the teachings talk about an error being an intentional departure from the truth, that's different from a mistake.
Right.
And we need to understand that. What else is in the news that's standing out to you? Hold on for a second. Let me ask Shane. Can you get that manuscript off the front seat, passenger seat for me? You want me to hold that for you? Here you go. Here you go. You want to put it in there, set it on the table? All right.
And you know, we just had this government shutdown and everybody.
Well, the threat of a government shutdown.
And then you have a lot of our people. The only thing they were worrying about in the black community was their taxes or their stamps.
But what about their job? Because thousands of people were out of work on the last government shutdown. And he was basically shutting the government down simply because he couldn't get the necessary billions and billions of dollars that he needed to build this plastic wall. Where he thought the people were going to, they think it's going to keep the people out. But, that dynamic is kind of critical, man.
Right. Yeah. But I don't think we know how to respond to situations and circumstances when it actually comes to the government, because we're not politically astute. We really don't know what's going on except what they give us on through media.
Right.
So as soon as something comes across our phones, our iPads and stuff, we take that and we don't do no further research and investigation. Then we discuss it with people that don't have no damn idea.
But deeper than that, we draw up conclusions,
right,
based on having a conversation with someone that didn't do the necessary research, like the other individual didn't do the necessary research.
Right.
This is why on this platform, when the story breaks, I don't jump right on it. I got to give it some time to marinate, man. I got to stick some holes in it. I got to run it by my people. I got to see what 16 think about. I'm in a situation in a marriage where I could turn and have them deep conversations with my wife. No, you understand what I'm saying? To elevate and take my conversation further. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Well, you was actually a victim of that when in California, when the shooter or whatever in California, and they put a picture.
No, that was in Dallas, Texas.
And they put a picture of you up beside him to make it look almost everybody was looking at it like you were down with him,
right, and
everything. And so I know I personally went to the media going, hands off Griff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And start showing how you take pictures with everybody that comes check you out live. You show them enough love.
My book, Warriors Tapestry.
You show them enough love to take a photo op with them.
Right.
Now they took it and tried to twist it and use it to come after you.
Right. We're talking about a picture now. If they will take a picture, twist and manipulate it and put it out there, imagine what else they'll do with someone's words. Bob King said R. Kelly realized that these issues has been in conflict with his religious and worldly. What is his religion? I'm curious.
Is a religion, eh?
Peace, Queen. My beautiful wife came on.
Peace,
Queen. Peace, Soleil. So he's a Christian.
I said his religion gotta be sex.
He said his religion is sex. Okay, listen, your religion is not what you say. Your religion is what you do. And I think we need to understand that. And so we'll know God is no religion. All right? Hold on for a second. Let me press the pause button. Shout out to my man, Drew. Brother Drew Williams. Of course, we told y'all last night, go to www.microphonefiend.com. Check out the microphones. All right, www.microphonefiend.com. It's MICROPHONE, microphone, then fiend, PHINE.com, microphonefiend.com. Y'all go check them out. All right. All right. So Soleil is now in the building, and we're gonna get back to Brother Michael's point. This is Professor Griff. Of course, you'll notice Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz, seriously. And we're here live at the Healthful Essence Cafe on the west end of Atlanta. If you're in the Atlanta area and you're seeing this broadcast, come on through. Come sit in the hot seat right here. Just to let y'all know, I got the manuscript in for the Warriors Tapestry, the book, not the books. And I'm thinking, what are these people? I'm scratching my head, y'all. Okay, I get the manuscript. All right. I mean, it's nice, it's tight, it's jam-packed. It got, I laid it out the way it should be laid out, but where the damn books?
Now, I just asked you about the book today.
So I got the manuscript, but, I'm going to have to get back on the phone with these people, man. Anyway, okay, so now, what was the second subject we were talking about that was hot in the news? We were talking about the government shutdown with your man 46 minus 1, 45. So let's understand something. We need to, especially this audience. This audience already knows. We think globally, we act locally. If we have connections with other people in different countries, then we'll make that move too. But until then, locally we have to act. You understand what I'm saying? We have to think globally. Because there's brothers and sisters like us who feel, think, and understand and process things like we do. Because like minds are like mine.
That's right.
But they're global. And we need to understand that. So I don't understand where this thing is headed. I tried to read the handwriting on the wall. But I'm talking about the president. What I do know from knowing history, and history repeats itself, there has to be another false flag. In order for him to bump up some ratings for the 2020 takeover, there has to be another false flag on a major scale.
Right.
Somebody's going to have to die. And of course, you all know the blood rituals always happen about between March and May. All right, so keep your eye. When March is already in, is it March 3rd? Is it March 2nd, 3rd?
March 2nd.
March 2nd.
Wisdom.
All right, so between March and May, blood rituals going to happen on a massive scale. So we have to understand that. If you are not into conspiracy theory, don't worry about it. Shit, I ain't either. I'm just saying to you.
But see, there's a difference between conspiracy and a conspiracy theory. Conspiracy, when me and you get together and plan to go out to eat, we conspire together.
Right.
That's a conspiracy. So if one or two people get together and plan to do something, that's a conspiracy. And so when it comes to our government, their history has shown and proven that they have conspired to do what they do. And they use the same script. They ain't straying from the format.
Right. Sirius Mindz says, and talking about acting locally, what do I think about this new movie with reparations? Well, we discussed that last night, but if you didn't tune in last night, let me reiterate, some of the things I drew up from that. This hashtag ADOS or something like that, I didn't know what that was. Some people educated me last night, and I got it. Now, I did a little bit of research this morning, and I said, okay. But Sirius Mindz, you might not know, I'm 58 years old, and that conversation we've had for a long, when I used to travel up the first world, all right, in Harlem, we've been having this conversation about reparations. But it's good that you asked that, because this generation needs to get it. You understand?
Silas Muhammad take that to the UN?
Silas Muhammad took it to the UN. Mr. Farrakhan was with a group of people, I believe, the December 12th movement, and other people. Ray Winbush. There was a slew of people discussing and petitioning the government to even have the discussion about reparations.
Let me ask you this, and maybe somebody in the viewing audience can answer this here. With the mindset we have as a collective hope, if they gave out reparations, how long will we have the money before we give back to them?
Well, we need to understand something. Reparations is not only money. Reparations is a whole lot deeper than money. Reparations is the idea of, in the process of healing, repairing the damage that was done, reclaiming everything that was stolen from us, including our minds. Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad says, have you forgotten that once we were brought here, we were robbed of our names, we were robbed of our language, we lost our religion, our culture, our God, and many of us, by the way we act, we even lost our minds. We need to get that back. You understand what I'm saying? It's a whole lot more than money. You understand what I'm saying? And of course, we have to set up an infrastructure on how the money's going to be filtered down to actually to the bank accounts and the pockets and the coffers of the average person that have suffered. Now listen, what about, but speaking about reparations though, will everyone that come on here and that you see on social media that claiming they ain't black, should they get some money too?
They have to show and prove.
I'm gonna ask that question.
Everybody
again.
gonna pass the one drop rule.
So I'm gonna ask that question again in English. You have a lot of people claiming that they ain't black. So when the reparations money come through, should they get some money too?
They claim they black.
But they say they're not black.
Oh, they should.
Why is that?
Because there's a man thing, and so shall he be.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
If he think he's not black, why he broke? He shouldn't be black when the money comes through.
All right, Mr. Al said no money for the $5 Indian. The $5 Indians is not getting it anyway, man. It says there isn't no Dave Chappelle's. This is a Dave Chappelle. No 1% black drop. Right.
So that's out.
Yeah. All right. The other thing that's in the news. We went through Black History Month. We talked about this last night. All through Black History Month, we were getting tugged and pulled on with the blackface thing. What's your take on that?
The devil gonna be the devil regardless of place and time.
And who is the devil?
The Caucasian white man. And some of us are devils by faith. You know? And so we give them room to do what they do because we call ourselves niggas. We do things that give them room to make mockery of us and utilize us. And so when we leave ourselves open for fire, they're gonna test the waters. They're gonna test to see how far they can go.
Right. Amanda Badu said distractions. You understand what I'm saying? So the blackface thing was a distraction?
No, I think that was strategically done to basically say, well, we're gonna do what we want to do. You know, when Barack was on his way out, I would post on Facebook, white supremacists getting ready to raise his ugly head.
Right. They
getting ready to get bold with it. And you know, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the white man gonna force us to unite and want to separate. And that's what's going on. We just ain't seeing that yet. All the killing, all everything that's going on, they are showing us they know their time is up.
Right.
They know who we are. You see what I'm saying? We don't know who we are. We don't want to like the knowledge itself. You know, and so they know, so they make mockery of us just to see how it's gonna push us and what direction it's gonna push us as a collective whole.
Sorry for the sniffling. I'm under the weather. Got this head cold. It's trying to do something to me. I've been on the herbs trying to make some things happen. It says 2019 is the year. 400-year cruise is over. I hear you. All right. And nation is only as strong as its women. That's right.
That's right. Nation can't rise no higher than its women.
Right. So if we look at the condition of the women, then we can kind of take it from there. 100% correct, Mr. Muhammad. All right. So let me ask you something else. Beyond the whole idea of blackface, beyond the whole idea of Mayweather, beyond the whole idea of Trump, beyond that, beyond R. Kelly, the things that are in the news that we should be paying attention to. What are some of those things? Yeah, the news behind the news. There's a website. I think everybody needs to write this down. Beforeitwasnews.com. Before it was news. All right. 16. Can you put that on the screen? Before it was news. All right.
Well, first we got to look at local level. There's things going on in our community, and even within our home, that we're not even paying attention to.
Hold on one second. Nikki Love, give me some more information about that. Oprah and this Michael situation. I don't know what the Michael situation is. If it's the Michael Jackson documentary film, I've yet to see it, but go on.
Yeah, and so we got to get back. A lot of things come out in the newspaper that ain't even coming out on the media. And then there's a certain time that something might come out.
When you said, clarify that. It's coming out in the newspaper, the physical paper, but it's not coming out in the news, the media, meaning on TV.
Right.
Okay. Okay, but there's other mediums now, so it's social media.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It's digital newspapers, it's physical news. Okay, but go on.
And so, at some point, depends on what time you're looking at the news, you will get a story, and then it'll switch by the time everybody get up. It's 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Because somebody done recanted the story, or they changed it. Remember when Malcolm's assassination, paper came out that it was this many killers, then the next time it was only 1 or 2 killers, how they changed the narrative.
Right.
This is what they're doing. And so we have to, like I said, go back to research and investigation.
Right.
You know.
So let me ask you something. I got distracted. We already know about the Oprah and Mike # public lynching. No, I don't know about it. Oh yes, the documentary film, and Oprah's supposed to be questioning the filmmakers. Okay, I have to see the film. Now, say Chung said no investigation, no right to speak. I cannot speak on that because I did not see the film. All right. Every time we see injustice, we need to practice a deep breathing ritual. Yeah, that's called pranayama. All right. That will allow us to release their negativity and always stay in tune with our carbon power. You're absolutely correct. So they did a whole entire song called pranayama about the breath. All right. Check it out.
Because that's God.
Right.
Breath is God, you know. When you look up the word spirit, it means air, oxygen. So that's what we're dealing with, you know. And they know how to make us breathe.
Right.
They control our breathing through this thing called anxiety. And so with all the stuff that's going on the media, we panicking, worrying,
right,
fear sets in. So that changed the whole dynamic of how we think. It changed our breath control.
Right. Do you think we operate from a fear base?
Yes.
Okay. And does religion promote this fear base?
Yes.
So are you saying we have individuals have to take it upon themselves in order to be able to pray, meditate, go in within the self in order to control aspects of the self?
Indeed, because there's a group of people that are programmed to condition us through religion.
Right.
They binding us back to things that negatively happen.
Right.
Religion means to bind back to. And so they're not connecting us back to our ancestors.
Right.
They're connecting us back to slavery. They're connecting us back to things that happened to us in the 60s. They connect us back to negative reality. They never connect us back to a positive reality. Because connect us back to a positive reality, the ancestors, that's not religion, that's spirituality. And so they don't want to connect us to on a spiritual base, you know. And so when we look at it and we think about it, psychological covert war, we know psyche is the soul.
Oh, let me see the book. It's right there. Underneath the green one. He's talking about the whole idea of the psyche, which is the soul. Go on.
So psyche is the soul. They teach us it's the mind, but you're dealing with the soul. So when you suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, that's dealing with the soul. It ain't dealing with the mind. And so that's spiritual.
Right.
And so when we're dealing with a covert war on our soul, it takes it to this religion versus spirituality.
Right. I think gas station ATL said something very critical. You gotta put it up again. Matter of fact, let me backtrack. He said religion is a human domestication. Religion is human domestication. What do you think about that? And Nikki Love says, from what I heard, she's supposed to be against it, but her behind is the head witch. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a minute, but this whole idea of religion being human domestication, what do you think about that?
Well, it started on the slave ship. I believe that's the opening to the enemy. Shut them down.
Does it shut them down?
Shut them down.
Yeah.
And, you know, matter of fact, it started before the slave ship.
No, I think it's can't trust it.
Yes, can't trust it.
Yeah.
But just think, in our lessons, the 1 to 36 or English lesson C1, it says the trader made an interpretation.
And we received gold for our labor more than we were earning in our own country.
Right. Well,
then did we receive gold? No, the trader disappeared. There was no one to speak our language.
True indeed. And so for him to become the trader and to make an interpretation, he had to come among us and study us.
Right.
That's why we got the projects, the apartments that take our women apart from the men. You know what I'm saying? So they come among us and study our language, which is our culture. And then they make the interpretation.
Right.
That's religion.
Right.
They makes the interpretation. Why does he fear the devil?
He likes the devil because the devil gives him nothing. Right.
You know?
Right.
And so this is the reality we still live in today. Like I say.
Hold on. Getting two different things happening. Religion is a mind control. And then over here, spirituality is direct connection to the source. All right. Go ahead. Continue.
And even with that said, mind control, they had to put us under a situation and circumstance in order to do that. And the best way to mind control is through interpretation.
Right.
They interpret the scriptures to us, you know. And so the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us to go in our poison book and work cheerfully. So you can go in there and find truth because it's metaphorical.
All right, so just bring the people up to speed so we don't lose anybody.
Okay.
Elijah Muhammad referred to the Bible as the poison book. All right, in order to get a deeper understanding of that, study Theology of Time, or go watch the lectures by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Indeed.
It's the reason why he called it the poison book. We're going.
And so what we have to understand is the Bible is full of symbols, parables, metaphor, allegorical language. Here, you've been teaching this for years.
Right. It's just now in a book form, but I've been teaching it
for years. And so we don't understand symbols.
Right.
And they do. And they know how to use them. And so when you're reading about a snake in the garden, if somebody take that literally,
right, then
we have a problem.
Right. Bob King says spirituality is the belief, religion is the manifestation or the practice of what is learned. Nah, you don't have to believe in spirituality. It's almost like believing in the air. The air is going to do what the air is designed to do. You don't have to believe in. Spirituality is something that is way beyond belief. If you are starting out here in class A and you're under this whole idea of belief, the next phase should be after belief, you have to know. After the knowing phase, you have to become.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So Bob King, spirituality is not, there's nothing to do with belief.
And belief counts for nothing unless carried into practice. Right? You can believe. We here in Atlanta, we could be headed back to North Carolina, believe we're going in the right direction and end up in Florida.
Exactly. But you know something, John Trey, what about the Moo Moo Boogie man on YouTube? Yeah, someone had called me about that today. You got to give me some more information about that, John Trey. Email it to me or text it to me, bro. All right. Hey, Dana Swint, you're right, man. It's knowing. It's not. The whole idea of belief, okay. If you're in the 3rd grade, you have an idea, you believe that 2 + 2 is 4. Yeah, it's a whole different thing in the 6th grade. All right. We're going to talk about that Momo some other time, or the Moo Moo, the Momo. All right. But y'all got to give me some information about it, all right? All right. Belief is a bridge to knowing. Exactly. I can roll with that. It's
have an idea.
But it's only a bridge. It ain't the whole road. Right. And it's not the end result.
The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, if you see a man pulling a rabbit out of a hat, reality teaches us rabbits don't come from hats. So somebody that don't study and research and investigate, they see it, they he put a rabbit out of the hat. And they tell you it's a trick.
Yeah, because it's using trick knowledge.
Okay. And so somebody that lack knowledge to believe that, hey, they can pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Right. If you're just tuning in, it's Professor Griff of Sirius Mindz. I got a special guest today as we broadcast live from the Healthful Essence Cafe here on the west side of Atlanta, Georgia. All right. My special guest is Michael Muhammad, all the way from North Carolina. Wilmington.
Peace.
There's something about
Fayetteville. Fort Bragg area.
Oh, the Fort. All right. I remember Fort Bragg. What was Fort Bragg known for?
F
Troop? No,
Airborne Range.
Airborne Range.
Airborne Range.
'Airborne Range. All right. What MOS? What's your MOS?
I was a 95 Charlie. 95 Charlie. 95 Charlie.
All right. What MOS? 95 Charlie. 95 Charlie. All right. What MOS? 95 Charlie.
I was a 95 Charlie. Correctional
officer, right.
Yes,
I was about to say, that sounds familiar. Because they demoted me to a 95 Charlie. From a 95 Bravo military.
Police
to Dakota Rabbit, and the 31st card in the medicine card deck denotes fear. And that belongs to the Baron S. So what kind of trick are they pulling really? Okay, it's interesting.
That's deep.
Yeah,
something to look into.
Definitely. Nature says man came from woman. I don't know where that conversation is coming from. That's a conversation we're not going to have. That's a distraction.
You might came through the woman.
Right. But anyway, the things that's not in the news. My wife sent me something today about private prisons suing about to sue the government because they can't keep the beds filled.
Okay.
So what's the whole idea of privatizing prisons, and why are black people buying into it? Buying into it meaning investing in it. We cannot emphasize enough the ability to think critically, to research. This is a skill that must be learned and teach, and we need to teach our children. The teacher will appear when the student is ready. Harlem, what is it? Harlem, Nuyorican. Oh, the Nuyorican. All right, thanks, sis. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Nikki loves the nature. Said humans come from water. Okay. Through water, yeah, but all right. Anyway.
Well, sperm is a liquid.
Okay, but talk to me about this whole idea of private prisons.
Well, that's been going on for some time now. And people are not gonna build something unless they already got a projected outcome of what's gonna take place. You're not gonna open up a business without a business plan and a mission statement. So if they're opening up private prisons, then they already got a mission statement.
Right.
Fill the beds up.
Right.
They already got a plan of action to use pharmaceuticals, to use telephone company, use all this here to make it happen. So now in this day and time, everybody want to invest in it. It's like legalizing marijuana. And everybody want to open up a damn dispensary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so now everybody see, hey, having a prison it works. It makes them money.
Right. I want to ask
on for generations.
I want to ask Dana Swin something. Dana, you said it manifests through different ways in your life. Things can't be explained. Are there some things that are operating behind the scenes in our lives, in nature, that cannot be explained? Whose phone is that? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Could you turn your phone down? Thank you. We appreciate that. It is a door prize you get with that. Yeah, okay. But what were you saying?
No, you were speaking.
I was waiting for Dana. I was waiting for Dana Swint to answer that. Maybe someone else could answer it. Are there things in nature that's operating in our lives that the English language is not equipped for us to explain to one another?
Indeed. And one of them is love. I remember you telling me one time, what it look like us telling each other we love it, or telling our woman we love them using the English language.
Yeah, it's difficult because the magnitude of what the concept of love is very difficult using a bastard language called English.
Right.
It comes with a whole slew of things. Wow, third grade. Let's go. Facts. Okay. All right. Now I was just following that conversation. I was waiting for Dana Swint to hit me back. All right. But anyway, the whole idea of the media in and of itself, because what we do every weekend is we go over whatever's going on in the news. Do you just think overall that the news and the media is a distraction?
Yes, I think they strategically was put in place to guide the people and mindsets into a certain direction.
Okay, but how will we get our information then?
Well, we definitely have to be able to research and investigate and sources. If they come across the media, do we check behind them? Every book I got from you give sources.
Yeah.
You give points of reference.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I revamped this platform, because me and 16, we send out information to people that donate. Sunshine Daniel, the brother made a serious point regarding housing project What does the word project mean? That's a question for you.
It has different meanings. A project, if you in school, you can get a science project. So you can study, dissect what's going on within that project. And then also you can project. They study and project what's going to take place. In our lessons, we are taught that we write history in advance and walk into it. They take history and look back at it and then write it down. But we write history in advance and then we walk into it. Well, when they set up a project, they are studying it so they'll know what to do in the future, right? So they'll give you they tell you. Remember they said it took 5 years to determine if you had AIDS.
Yeah.
But hell, how do you know until you study it for 5 years?
Right.
And then you come out and present it to the people that this is what we projected because of the project that we had, the experiments that we used.
Right. Mr. Terry Salam, please qualify that, bro. You said Messenger Farrakhan taught us love is not emotion, it's a verb. So what is love?
Well, let's look at that. He said, what is emotions? Emotions is energy moving. Energy, M-O-T, to move.
Okay.
It's energy moving, right? It starts up as a thought.
Right.
Thoughts travel, right? Energy moving, right? So love is an energy.
Okay.
And it moves on vibrational frequencies, right? So if I love you, I put forth the work.
Right.
That creates energy.
Okay.
And then I shouldn't tell you I love you. You should tell me I love you by the work I do towards you and what I do in your life. You say, you know what?
Right.
Gotta love me. Because look at the energy and the work that he's putting forth.
Right. Mr. Salam says, love is actually the force and the power that God used to create the universe. And he referred back to the Bible when it said God is love. That's way beyond my pay grade.
But still, it goes back. God is love. What is G-O-D? G-O-D means force and power. Go around the bottom, right? And so if God is a force and a power, that's energy. So love is an energy. God is love. So is like the equal sign. So whatever's on one side is equal to what's on the other side. So if love is an energy, so is God. God is an energy. If you look up the etymology of it, means to invoke, to sum it up. From where? From within. So the scriptures say, the Bible says, know ye not that the kingdom of heaven is within you, that God dwells in you. And so that force, that power, we possess it. We just got to bring it out.
So Nikki Love said, who is God?
The original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. And when we deal with man, we're dealing with male and female. We're just not dealing with the physical masculine man as we know it as today.
Can we call God something else? Can a woman be God?
That's why I said male and female.
Okay.
So even when you look into Genesis, it say male and female created he them and called their name after them.
Right, exactly. So can we call God Jah? Can we say Patah?
We can many names. Those are just attributes of the reality.
All right. I tend to tune into some of these sites. We're about to check off of IG. I didn't watch the time. Damn. We checked that on IG. Now it's been an hour already. The formula contest. Win a free wellness consultation and herbal formulas. The formula contest. Go to Miss Soleil's page on the gram, y'all, on Instagram. That's Miss Soleil, MRSSOLE. The formula contest. Win a free wellness consultation plus custom herbal formulation. All right, if y'all want to participate in the contest, all right, Soleil's contest is the formula contest with a free wellness consultation plus custom herbal formula. Check Soleil out on her on the gram, on Instagram. That's Miss Soleil, MRSSOLE. All right. So I tend to go to these sites that talk about what's not going on in the news because obviously they'll keep something in the spin cycle. This Michael Cohen dude spoke for 8-9 hours. And I'm like, if the dude is lying,
should pick that up in like the first 15,
yeah, that only that's a 15-20 minute conversation. You understand what I'm saying? But my question to you and to everybody else, we're about to sum this up. How does a man like Trump, excuse me, end up being president and he had no experience for the job?
Just think back, they said Bill Clinton made a call to him and suggested that he run president. And here's a man that, as we know, the people don't choose the president.
Right.
So he was selected.
Right.
So the people that selected him put him in that position. And there's a book that I got from studying your work, Committee 300.
Committee 300. John Coleman.
Right.
Yeah.
And
the people on here should have that book. If you donated any amount of money, y'all should have that ebook right now in your go check your email. It's called The Committee of 300 by John Coleman. 16. Can you put that up for me?
And you study Paperclip?
Operation Paperclip.
And you study those books, they'll tell you that the Manchurian candidate, they prep somebody for years for their position.
Right.
And so he was prepped way ahead of time. So they brought him out with a TV show to put him in the hearts and the minds of the people.
Right.
And then they set the stage for him to run. And like I say, the people don't pick the president.
Right. All right. That's cool.
We don't even know who on the damn electoral college.
Right. Exactly. The people that's on here on this platform, they're there, man. They operate in the conscious realm, man. Yeah. They know that the electoral college is not a physical place.
Right.
It's a concept, idea, think tank, so to speak. But anyway, it's been an hour already, and I really appreciate you, good brother. Stopping through. If I get a chance, I'll be back here at the Healthful Essence Cafe or another cafe somewhere, somehow. All right. But show the people your piece, man. He went from wearing the Jesus piece to the he just blinged out, man.
You know what I'm saying? Just a little something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to track down you.
Yeah.
Nephew said, we dripping. Say, you dripping. I was like, wait a minute, back in the day, dripping wasn't a good thing.
Nah. So what does dripping actually mean?
That means your jewelry's nice. And so they change the frequency, don't they?
Man, they do change it. But anyway, this is Professor Griff. I'm about to sign out. All right. The question I always ask at the end of my show, this is Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz. And what do y'all say? It's serious, man. Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz. Seriously. All right.
Under the people, beautiful, lives a broken and empty.
That's a great Monday. We're talking about the acapella revolution. We're going live tomorrow. At the studio. We're shooting my video. And Crossover Studio, we're going live. We're going live tomorrow at Crossover Studio. We're shooting my video. Let me play the song for the video tomorrow. Let me see if I have it.
What's up? Appreciate that, God. He want this song.
Let me see. So tomorrow I'll be shooting the video for Behind Enemy Minds. Alright. I'll be shooting. I'm gonna record live. I can only record live from one phone, so y'all got to come over on YouTube. Alright. For behind the scenes footage of what we're doing in the lab tomorrow. Alright. This song right here, I'm shooting a video tomorrow at Crossover Studio. First things first, I'm a hand from this verse, cause it's my first day back at work. Let's get it straight from the rip, vocab to spit. I'm catching bodies in a mosh pit. The rebel Gordon, the crosshairs, I move inside his black vest in the air. The game plain is simple, beat the ornamental, J ornamental. Now here's a gift from the rebel, who sees space, Hendrix on the treble. The ex-minister is back, classic tactics, factual magic. The mind border without a visa, classic rebel, trailers and teasers.
that. When you get my spirit till I check my last breath. The mouth in the blood vein, align my chakras to ease the pain. Peace and love, no retribution. No miracle excuses. Most can lie.
I can't do my own music.
The real line behind enemy mind. Get the green, black, and red in. Heavy mental to get your head in. Get the green, black, and red in. Kettle metal right down to the dead end. Subject from a back to back to represent the stack behind enemy minds, yo. Get it. Get it. Subject from a back to back to represent the stack behind enemy minds, yo. Get it.
Alright, Professor Griff, Sirius Mindz, y'all. Overdose on his conscious shit. Crazy. Alright, peace, man. Alright.
Subject from a back to back to represent the stack behind enemy minds, yo. Get it. Get it. Subject from a back to back to represent the stack behind enemy minds, yo. Get it. Subject from a back to back to represent the stack behind enemy minds, yo. Get it. Behind enemy minds. Subject from a back to back to represent the stack behind enemy minds, yo.
Alright, we got to sign out.
Behind enemy minds.
Yeah. Alright, peace. Talk to y'all. I'll be in the lab tomorrow doing the video to this song. I'll see y'all then. Alright, Professor Griff.